Today, let us see the 10 major safeties that you have to follow when you are going to enter into an enclosed space. First, let us see what is an enclosed space. An enclosed space can be defined as a space which lacks oxygen due to insufficient ventilation. That is, a space which is having limited access and only limited entry and exit point, maybe only one. A space which is poorly illuminated, that is, there is lack of lighting in that space. Also, a space which is not designated for continuous worker occupancy. So all this together, we can call this space as an enclosed space. For entering into this space, we need a special permit, and only trained personnel can make an entry into this space. Now let us see what are those 10 major safeties that we have to follow while making an entry into the enclosed space. Safety number 1. Keep the manhole door open and allow the space to be ventilated thoroughly using a blower. Prior to entry, that is, a minimum of 12 hours before, you have to put in a blower as shown in the diagram to ensure sufficient oxygen is circulated into that compartment and also to drive off the toxic gases and other harmful gases. Keep all the openings to that compartment or tank open for free flow of air. Safety number 2. Carry out a pre-job meeting and discuss about the risks involved. Also, a detailed risk assessment has to be carried out before entry into the enclosed spaces. So, all the crew is aware of what all risk can occur when you are going to enter into the enclosed space, and you can try eliminating it if you have a better knowledge of the risk involved. Safety number 3. You should confirm the percentage of oxygen to be about 20.9 using oxygen analyzer. You can see the picture of O2 analyzer in the diagram below. When you are using the oxygen analyzer, ensure that the forced ventilation to the space is stopped and readings at various levels of the tank is recorded. Also confirm the space is free of toxic gases and other harmful gases. Safety number 4. Isolate the valves for respective enclosed spaces if you are entering into tanks, and also put the warning signs at the respective spaces. Not just isolating the valves, but placing the warning signs is mandatory because there have been many instances where seafarers have drowned in the tanks because of this negligence. So be careful and put the signboards in tank to ensure it doesn't flew off during the period of time. Safety number 5. Enclosed space entry permit has to be duly filled and signed by the master. There is a checklist that must be filled and signed by the master before making an entry. The copy of this permit has to be posted near the enclosed space entry. Under no circumstance shall a person enter into the enclosed space without an enclosed space entry permit. Safety number 6. Keep all the required tools and rescue equipment standby near to the vicinity of the enclosed space as shown in the diagram. In the diagram, we can see which all tools and equipments are kept standby. But you should never keep it scrambled like this. It's only for the demonstration purpose it's kept like this. You have to keep it well arranged so as to provide space for working. Also keep the first aid equipment standby to deal with the emergencies. Let us see what all equipments are kept standby. There's a lifting shackle, safety harness, ropes, Robertson stretcher, blower, safety helmet, torch, ear muff, warning signs, safety boots, SCBA sets, first aid, and many other. Safety number 7. Ensure proper communication is maintained between the personnel entering enclosed space and the person standby. A person who is entering should be in communication with the person standing outside using a walkie-talkie, and the person standing outside should be in regular communication with the bridge or with the ECR personnel. And in case of any emergency, he should inform bridge to raise an alarm for the rescue operation. Also agree upon the emergency signals. Safety number 8. Only trained personnel should make an entry into the enclosed space with all required PPEs and PPGs as shown in the diagram. Also carry proper hand lamps which are intrinsically safe to provide sufficient lighting for you for instances like when you are entering into cargo tanks or bunker tanks. Safety number 9. Always carry the portable gas meter when you are entering the enclosed space. Evacuate the space as soon as the meter raises an alarm. So, when you are entering into an enclosed space, carry a portable gas meter. It will help you identify whether there is lack of oxygen, and it will be indicated by an alarm. Once you hear this alarm, you have to immediately evacuate the space. Last but not the least, safety number 10. A person has to be standby outside the enclosed space for coordinating the operations. He is the person in charge of all the operations regarding the enclosed space work. He will be in regular communication with the person inside and the bridge, and he will be supplying all the tools and equipments which is required in the enclosed space. He should be a responsible person to maintain the safety of crew inside. Prior to entry, the officer on bridge has to be informed if you are entering into an enclosed space on deck, and if it is an engine room, the duty engineer in the ECR has to be informed. The standby person should never enter into the enclosed space if there is an emergency. If only the rescue team comes, then anyone can make an entry in case of emergency. In addition to this, follow and practice all the safeties mentioned in your SMS